And so like some seasons where like the Flash didn't need to be there, like Barry Allen didn't need to be there, like in season 3, for example, when Flashpoint happened, like they're too scared to make sort of Flashpoint like a long thing, a long longevity thing.
Commit to a longer,
like a more sort of like semi-permanent issue, and so they cut it loose in one episode, and then they're sort of like, oh, he's back. You know what I mean? So I feel like those writers who like really love this one character or a select few characters, they have a tendency to sort of ruin other characters that have real good potential.
Yeah.
And like, even though they have a really good setup, they're like, I don't feel confident enough that this character will be enough to make this story hold. Which often enough, it's like, no, it's the opposite. You should try it because it's like it gives a different perspective towards to the story, you know?
Yeah, I full-heartedly agree with you on that. I think it's possible to have a favorite character as an author if you're aware of it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you keep that away from keep your love of that character out of the story being told, or rather out of what the story has to tell.
Yeah.
I'm going to take an example that you know very well, that I am an avid Dungeons and Dragons dungeon master.
Sure, yeah.
And in the campaigns that I make up for my players, I end up having characters that I both care about in a distant sense, and then others that I even see myself as.
Yeah.
And I always have to remind myself, or rather, I always want to be aware of like, okay, I like them, but they can't be perfect. And in fact, I think often their imperfections and their shortcomings make me love them more long term.
Makes them more human, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't ruin or take away from the story.